Once upon a time, in a small Nigerian village called Elupoju, there lived a 17-year-old boy named Akanni. He was an orphan, and his parents, Chief Adebiyi and Mrs. Adebiyi, were killed in a tragic event that shook the entire village. The villagers called it the Bad Conspiracy. They whispered about it in hushed tones, but no one dared to reveal the truth. Akanni's parents were loved and respected by all, and their death left a huge void in the community. Akanni was consumed by grief and anger. He wanted to know the truth behind his parents' death and was determined to revenge their killing. He began to investigate, asking questions and gathering clues. One day, while exploring the village, Akanni stumbled upon an old man named Baba Ife. He was a wise and feared elder, known for his knowledge of the village's secrets. Baba Ife revealed to Akanni that his parents' death was not an accident. It was a carefully planned attack by some powerful individuals in the village. Akanni's mind raced with questions, but Baba Ife warned him to be careful, as the conspirators were still in the village, watching and waiting. Akanni's determination grew stronger. He was more determined than ever to uncover the truth and bring justice to his parents' killers. Little did he know, his quest for revenge would lead him down a dangerous path, filled with twists and turns that would change his life forever. As Akanni continued his search for answers, he discovered a hidden diary belonging to his father. The diary revealed a shocking secret. Chief Adebiyi had been investigating a powerful cult in the village, and his findings had put him in grave danger. Akanni realized that his parents' death was just the tip of the iceberg. There was a larger conspiracy at play, and he was now in the crosshairs of the cult. With this new information, Akanni's resolve grew stronger. He was more determined than ever to expose the truth and bring the culprits to justice. But, as he delved deeper into the mystery, Akanni began to realize that nothing was as it seemed. The lines between good and evil were blurred, and he found himself questioning everyone's motives, even those he trusted. And then, just as Akanni thought he was getting close to the truth, he received a chilling message from the cult: "Stop digging, or you'll end up like your parents." Akanni was faced with a difficult decision: to continue his quest for justice or to protect himself from the danger that lurked in the shadows. The fate of his parents' killers and the future of the village hung in the balance. Akanni knew he had to be careful, but he couldn't give up now. He decided to seek help from his best friend, Kazim, who was known for his bravery and quick thinking. Together, they came up with a plan to gather more evidence and expose the cult. One night, they snuck into the cult's secret meeting place, a hidden cave on the outskirts of the village. Akanni's heart raced as they watched the cult members perform a dark ritual, chanting and dancing around a burning fire. Suddenly, they were discovered. The cult members surrounded them, their eyes gleaming with an eerie light. Akanni and Kazim fought bravely, but they were outnumbered. Just as all hope seemed lost, a mysterious figure appeared out of the shadows, fighting off the cult members with incredible skill. It was a woman, tall and powerful, with a scar above her left eyebrow. "Come, Akanni," she said, beckoning him to follow her. "Your parents' legacy is in danger. We must act fast." Akanni was confused, but he trusted this mysterious woman. Together, they escaped the cave and fled into the night, leaving the cult members and their evil plans behind. As they ran, the woman revealed her name, Neoma, a skilled warrior and member of a secret society sworn to protect the village from evil. She had been watching AKANNI from afar, waiting for the right moment to intervene. Neoma explained that the cult was just a small part of a larger conspiracy, one that threatened the very existence of Elupoju. AKANNI'S parents had discovered this truth, and it had cost them their lives. Determined to complete his parents' work, AKANNI joined forces with Neoma and her society. Together, they embarked on a perilous quest to uncover the truth and save their village from destruction. But the danger was far from over. The cult was just the beginning, and AKANNI soon found himself facing even greater challenges and unexpected enemies. The battle for Elupoju's future had only just begun. Neoma led AKANNI through the winding streets of Elupoju, pointing out hidden symbols and secret markings that only a few knew existed. They finally arrived at a secluded compound, surrounded by high walls and guarded by fierce-looking men. "Welcome to the headquarters of the Guardians of Elupoju," Neoma said, her eyes gleaming with pride. "We have been watching you, AKANNI. We know your heart is pure and your spirit is strong. We need your help to defeat the forces of darkness that threaten our village." AKANNI was awestruck as Neoma introduced him to the leader of the Guardians, a wise and aged man named Ogwefai. Ogwefai revealed that the cult was just a small part of a larger conspiracy, one that involved corrupt officials and powerful businessmen who sought to exploit Elupoju's resources for their own gain. "The village is in grave danger, AKANNI," Ogwefai said, his voice grave with concern. "We need your help to uncover the truth and bring the perpetrators to justice. Are you willing to join us in this fight?" AKANNI nodded eagerly, his heart racing with excitement. He knew this was a dangerous path, but he was determined to see justice served. And so, AKANNI began his training with the Guardians, learning new skills and strategies to combat the forces of evil. He worked tirelessly, day and night, driven by his desire for justice and his love for his village. But little did he know, the enemy was closer than he thought. The cult was just a small part of a larger network, one that had eyes and ears everywhere. And they would stop at nothing to silence AKANNI and the Guardians forever. AKANNI and the Guardians discovered that the cult was led by a powerful and corrupt politician who had been using the village's resources for his own gain. They hatched a plan to expose him and bring him to justice. As they gathered evidence, AKANNI realized that his parents' death was not just a tragic accident, but a deliberate act of silencing them by the politician. He felt a surge of anger and determination to see justice served. The final showdown took place at the village square, where AKANNI and the Guardians confronted the politician and his cult. A fierce battle ensued, with AKANNI facing off against the politician in a one-on-one fight. Just as AKANNI was about to deliver the final blow, the politician revealed a shocking secret: he was AKANNI'S biological father. AKANNI was torn between his desire for justice and his feelings of confusion and betrayal. In the end, AKANNI chose justice, knowing that his parents' legacy and the village's future were at stake. The politician was defeated and brought to justice, and the village of Elupoju was finally free from his tyranny. As AKANNI stood victorious, he realized that his journey had taught him valuable lessons, that truth and justice are worth fighting for, that family is not just about blood ties, and that forgiveness and mercy are essential for healing and moving forward. The villagers celebrated AKANNI'S bravery and the Guardians' victory, and Baba Ife looked on with pride, knowing that the next generation was ready to lead and protect the village. And so, AKANNI'S story became a legend, inspiring future generations to stand up for what is right and fight against injustice.